But I guess I'll watch that video
Stream
after this one,
eliminate.
Draco.
Suluthecatfish is now live
Well,
streaming just
they just
chatting.
did.
Let's go
In
cringe
case you don't know
time.
what's happening, MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul recently launched another
3 most
crappy product
controversial
called
names,
Lunchly, a more cancerous version of Lunchables. This has made OG YouTubers like DanTDM, Jacksepticeye, and iBallistic Squid pretty mad because it's
Bruh, wait, what? So, okay, I don't know if you guys heard, but Power World can get sued by Nintendo, which we're gonna watch that video next, right?
Said, like in the setting, you could pick to start watching when you click on the video. So if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. It was a suggestion.
No worries, Draco. I'll give it a try, I guess, yeah. Probably after these videos, we'll give that a shot. We'll go happy, sad. We're gonna put you guys on an emotional roller coaster. But yeah, so Power World can get sued for Pokemon by Nintendo for being similar to Pokemon, but Lunchables is not gonna sue these guys for making the Ghetto Fabulous great value dollar fucking Lunchables. Bruh, I heard his chocolate is disgusting too, MrBeast chocolate. I would never buy that shit. It looks gross too.
blatantly exploiting kids. I have huge respect for these YouTubers. I grew up watching them, and I bet most of you did too. If they've had enough and are starting to speak out against MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI, then these guys are probably crossing the line here. I mean, what happened to the good old days when the worst thing you did was sell shitty merch made by kids in China? Now you're trying to poison kids? Then who's gonna work at the factories, man?
What do you mean by that?
These guys are already billionaires and still hungry for more money, even at the cost of their fan base's health. They're targeting little kids. Though, to be fair, Chris Tyson did that too. But, you know, not that type of targeting. After all, he's part of MrBeast's crew. You know what I mean, right?
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
After Dan called them out, telling them to stop selling crap and do better, it made MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI, the 3 biggest crybabies, very angry. Let's start with the biggest child exploiter, the lottery man himself, Mr. Krabs' cousin, MrBeast. He tweeted, "Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better-for-you alternative." Wait, let me stop you right there, Mr. Casino Man. Isn't this the same guy who literally said in the past that he wants to help people and create healthy products? You know, instead of selling junk like everyone else. And what does he do? He starts a burger chain, makes a chocolate bar, which at first he claimed had less sugar than Hershey's, then secretly changed the recipe to make it worse than Hershey's, worse than a can of Coke. My question to Mr. I Don't Fake My Videos is, how are you this shameless? You just got caught in 4K changing the recipe of one of your products to make it worse, after advertising it as a healthier option.
Yeah.
How are you still saying you're giving a better alternative? It's funny how they're comparing it to Lunchables, acting like they're doing us a favor by saying, "Don't eat that crap, eat our crap instead."
Bruh, no. Leave the kids alone, man. We got Coco Melon brainwashing kids. Now we got MrBeast and the fucking 5-minute crabs causing kids to basically set themselves on fire and burn themselves terribly. Like, these channels need to quit targeting kids and leave them alone. Like, I feel like the only reason why MrBeast and them target kids is because they're easier to manipulate. Like, why else would you freaking do the products, that stuff that kids like chocolate and hamburgers and stuff? It's like, why don't you promote to your own age group? Wait, you can't because we don't like you. We don't like what they represent. It's like they treat it like a business, and it's like the old YouTubers actually really enjoyed doing this sort of work and actually was there to try to entertain us, you know. Now it's just the business and for profit. And it's like, how much money are they gonna make till they're happy? Like, and why do it at the cost of the actual health of the people they're supposedly trying to help? Like, okay, I'm done yapping, but like, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh wait, that sounded a bit wrong, but you get the point. Jokes aside, this man goes on to say, Our turkey meal, for example, has 80 fewer
just
calories,
about money and not for the
60% less
fun
sugar,
anymore.
more electrolytes. We use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't even call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Once again, he's throwing around buzzwords like more electrolytes to fool people.
Yeah.
There are already hundreds of videos on YouTube debunking this, showing how it actually lacks the more necessary electrolytes. This man really thinks he can throw any garbage product at us, and we'll just praise him for it. Let's take a look at some of the comments.
Oh, here we go.
Beast,
Comments.
You should feed children toxic waste and give me $10,000. I mean, he basically is. If you release this product, I will kill myself. 46K likes. Damn, that's a lot of people angry at Mr. Lunchley over here. Agree that this is slightly less unhealthy, but it's like selling organic cigarettes to smokers and calling it a positive impact.
Damn,
yeah,
got 'em.
exactly. Finally, people are opening their eyes to how these three goblins from Clash of Clans are just here to exploit us. Mr. Breast, give me $1 million. Damn, this guy is really down bad. Jacksepticeye also weighed in, and I called it in my last video. But before we get to that, let's see how YouTube's biggest crybaby, KSI, is doing. By the looks of it, I don't think he's doing too well.
Starting to get
Sir
crazy.
Theodore III replied to Dan's tweet with images of old DanTDM toys saying, "Looks like crap to me." Oh boy,
At least he's
where do I
selling
start?
stuff.
Mr. Fatneek over here is comparing a combo meal of a drink that falsely advertises its ability to hydrate and highly processed
No,
snacks
I looked
to a
this
toy
up.
for kids to play with. KSI.
Bruh, no, I looked this up. Prime is so garbage for you. You're better off drinking a Monster. That's how bad Prime is. And they say Monster can dehydrate. Bruh, people have died from drinking too much Monster. The fact that it's just as bad as, like, worse than Monster, like, I would never drink that. And it's just, what they describe it as is just pure sugar water. And I'm like, oh, that sounds gross.
I even had a U2's toy back in the day. He's just reaching at this point and making a clown out of himself. Like, how are you going to criticize someone for selling a toy when, in fact, you did the same thing? And how is a toy comparable to selling an absolute garbage alternative to Lunchables for kids? A toy might not give you health problems, but a crappy, highly processed product like Lunchley definitely will. Also, shout out to Community Notes for exposing even more. Not only has KSI worked with them before, but the CEO of U2's, Austin Long, got his start by managing the Sidemen and was an executive producer on their YouTube Red show. Well, that's embarrassing. And if you thought it would stop here and not embarrass himself further, you're very wrong. In his next tweet, he said, Dan was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munchpack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy, to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? I don't even have to say anything about this because iBallistic Squid's reply was enough to shut down his tweet.
Yeah.
He said, it's a one-off sponsored video.
Exactly.
Plus, he isn't claiming candy is healthy in the video. You guys own the company and are actively claiming it's a healthy lunch alternative. That's where the problems are. As I said earlier, Mr. Megamind over here is really reaching. The video he's talking about is over 9 years old and was uploaded on Dan's third channel. Plus, Dan didn't create or have any stakes in Munchpack.
Exactly.
This comment from NoPayFi sums it all up. Insane levels of reaching to sell slop to kids. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, KSI has a habit of reaching, just like how he reaches for his opponents to hug them for the entire fight.
Bruh.
Fluffy was saved. 5 of sugar.
They're coming out hard. I thought KSI was cool, low-key. You know? I thought it was a chill bro. I thought everything was cool. What happened? Bruh, how many times is he gonna count? Oh my god.
JJ beefing with DanTDM, me. Anyways, let's talk about Mr. Logan Paul. I gotta hand it to Mr. I Scam Kids. At least he's not hiding anything.
Mid-match.
In his tweet reply to Dan, he said, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. So he's basically saying, I built a fan base, it's my effort, so now let me scam them peacefully.
Right.
It couldn't be more obvious than that. It's so obvious that it's hilarious. We want to build businesses. Let's take a look at what kind of businesses you're building, Logan. Prime? a trashy hydration drink that's being sued by 3 different organizations.
But things aren't looking great for Logan Paul or his
Seriously?
Prime energy drink
I didn't
company.
know they're being
Dramatically
sued.
declining sales are only the tip of the iceberg and have caused him to be sued by not just the U.S. Olympic Committee, but also the manufacturer of the drink. But Prime has yet to respond to the lawsuit, possibly because it's busy fighting another major lawsuit, which is about the lack of success of Prime. It's really getting whipsawed here.
Oh, you mean CryptoZoo? Yeah, that's a great business if you consider scamming your audience as a business model. And now we've got Lunchly,
Let me make a
another
scam
Logan Paul
business that goes
masterpiece.
for both of fans
First,
for
you
millions.
tried to scam your audience with CryptoZoo, then you tried to sell them a crappy sports drink, and
Yeah.
now you're trying to sell them a Lunchables knockoff. And these aren't even all of them. I could give more examples, but this video's already long enough. And yeah, build your businesses, no one's stopping you, but not at the expense of your fan base's health. You might
Exactly.
be wondering what else
Leave the
Mr.
food
Businessman
alone.
is up to. Not much, really. He's also beefing with community notes.
Suluthecatfish. Basically what they both are doing, sadly.
Beefing with community notes is crazy. Anyways, let's talk about Jacksepticeye. He
Our-
tweeted,
our boy.
"You mess with DanTDM, you mess with YouTube." And he's absolutely right. People can ignore a lot, but if you mess with OG wholesome YouTubers, you're not
Exactly.
getting saved.
Exactly.
That's it for me on
Step
this
down,
one. If these
for sure.
money-hungry goblins try to pull something else, I'll let you guys know.
A money-hungry goblin. Bruh. My thing is that, like, is it really worth... Okay, like, if they're going to make a brand, right? Why not make the brand off of a character or something or merch, you know? That should be enough. Why do they have to get in the food business and make food meals and all this other junk? Like, I don't get it.